Hi, my name is Serena, and as you can read from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about volleyball terms. If you constantly see me looking down, I am looking at my notes. So first one is ace. An ace is a serve that cannot be passed by the other team. This usually occurs by like hitters and outsides, and it's a really strong attack or spike where like no one is able to come quickly enough or get lower enough to save it. A block is when a player jumps parallel to the net to block the attack from the opponent. So say that this is our net here, and it's our player. The player would jump with their arms and like up, and you make sure that your hands are close to each other to make sure that you're blocking it, and they would jump up to block the ball from coming through. Next is coverage or cover. That means staying near the hitter or the blocker to protect them, or be able to like recover the play to not lose the point. Next is an error. It's when an individual player makes a mistake. Free ball is when a ball is sent over the net with a pass. It's called free ball because like it gives the other team the time to prepare their defense. Next, it's a hit. It's a ball that is hit overhand. This is usually like associated with a spike. It's the same thing. Inside is anything that's close to the middle of the net. Overhead serve. A overhead serve is when a serve is hit with their hand above their shoulder. So like, can I even describe this? It's like your hand has to be above your shoulder. A pancake. I don't usually see this often. A pancake is a play where a player quickly slides on the floor with their dominant hand in front of them. So like the whole point is to save a ball. So like this is your hand. The ball is supposed to hit it here and bounce back up. So, and then like the next passer is able, like the next player is able to come and save it and pass it back over. Underhand serves. Overhand serve is when you serve. So say that I can't even describe it. It's when you serve underhand. It's like this. So say this is the ball. You will come with your arm and hit the ball up. So like you're constantly like you're kind of like bopping it up to make an arch over the net to make it back over. A tool is an attack that is hit off the arm or hand of blockers and goes out of bounds. So say that your opposite or your outsides come and try to spike the ball over, but then the other team comes right and blocks it. So if they block it, that's called if they block it. But my thing is, it still comes over and it comes to the side and goes out. That's called a tool, and that gives you a point because you still hit it over. Like you hit it over and it touched the other team's hand, so technically they touched it, so they lost that point because like they touched it and it went out. A volley. A volley is the motion of passing the ball back and forth over a net without it dropping. And I feel like that's like the best part of the game because you get that anticipation. It's like, oh my god, what if this happens and then the ball drops? Like that's I think volleys are really fun when it comes to different plays in the game. A yellow card. A yellow card is a warning given to players and coaches for bad behavior. If you get 2 yellow cards, that gives you a red card. And then when you get a red card, that gives a point to the other side. Guess how I know that? Okay, so next is a dig. A dig is when you fall to the ground to save, to pass a ball. And it's you usually dig when it's a spike that comes over. So like, say that the other side spikes real fast, and then you're not able to get it while you're down and ready, right? You have to fall to your knees or do a pancake or something like that to come save the ball. Next is doubles. Doubles are just 2-on-2. It's 2 people on both sides, and you're playing a game. I like 3-on-3s better, but 2-on-2s give you more space to actually play, and it's very fun if you really want to practice your passing and your hitting. So a floater is when you serve but you like stop, right, and the ball hits you right here. That usually sends the ball out, and it's very good, very strong. Next is a touch. Okay, a touch is when the other team hits the ball over, you go up to block, right? When you go up to block, you didn't block it successfully. It still goes through your fingers and comes to like the back row onto your side. That's a touch. That when the ball touched your hand, that's what they call a touch, and that's still considered one of your ball touches. A bump is when you are like this and the ball hits you right here. The ball, and you're like that. Your platform has to be, this is your platform, it has to be straight. So next is tipping. I like tipping to other teams, but I don't like when teams tip to me, because it's hard for me to read those. So say that this is, and they're usually done by setters, and like they're done by the front row players. So they're usually done by setters. So this is your net, and this is you, right? Preparing yourself to block this ball from coming over, and then the setter, right, is about to jump up and come set this ball up to their attacker. But you thinking they have to do that, but then the setter jumps up and just like they turn their body and they flip the ball down. That's what a tip is. Next one is deep. How can I explain this? So it's 2 different terms. It's deep and short, right? So they're talking about, you usually say it's really when you're receiving and when you're serving. So it's when you serve, right? Deep is what is usually considered the back row of the court, and short is when it's usually closer to the net, so the front row. So say that your coach tells you to serve deep. They want you to serve to the back row of the court, because this is also like something called like reading the court. They will want you to serve deep when they see, or you see, that the players in the back row are really not good passers, or you can see that one person in the back row or 2 people in the back row are really not good passers. So you will want to serve deep to the left or right side, or other way around. somebody in the front row is not a good passer. So say that like your middle, like the middle, or like the right side, like, or like one of your like outsides, right, is not a good passer. You would want to serve short to mess them up, because like, you know, like they're not gonna like get you, like they're not gonna be able to like save the ball. But yeah, next one. When I tell you I yelled this so many times during a game, my coach be like yelling at us to like do this on the court. It is to get low or to get down. When I say get low and to get down, I need you to know that it means to squat. Get prepared. Get in your stance to to receive the ball. And yeah, that's what it means to get low. You need to be in your deep squat, have your hands, or have your arms and hands in the ready position to receive that ball. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, I hope this helped you. And yeah, see you in the next video.